Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, here in 2018, it's a great year so far. We've kicked it off with the Wrestle Kingdom New Japan Pro Wrestling preview, the NFL Wildcard preview, some other videos. Here we are, NCAA College Football Championship game. We have two undefeated teams, both teams 14-0. The Clemson Tigers, the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is the fifth year we've had the two-game playoff, basically the 14 playoff format. We have two semifinals and then the finals. Fifth year. 4 straight years Clemson and Alabama have played. 3 of the 4 they played in the finals. Back-to-back 2015-16 season, 16-17 season, they went back-to-back. Alabama won the first one. 2-seed Alabama won the first one, 45-40. The second year, a 2-seed Clemson won 35-31. Last year, it was a semifinal game. A 4-seed Alabama won 24-6. Now we have a 1-seed Alabama and a 2-seed Clemson. Now, in those 3 out of 4, they've been in the national championship. The previous 3 meetings, Alabama's 2-1 versus Clemson. Alabama coming off the national championship last year. So Alabama's what? 3-1 in championship history of in the last 4 years. So yeah, I mean the fact that 4 straight playoff meetings between these two schools. Most kids go to school 4 years. So there are freshmen from that first class that are seniors now. It's just amazing what these two teams have done. Here's another amazing stat that I found. When they seed, the 4 teams are seeded 1 through 4. A 1 seed has never won a national championship. 2 seed is 1-2, 4 seed is 1-2. When Alabama won their 2 national championships, when they played against Clemson, they were 2 and a 4 seed. Last year, I think they were a 2 seed, 2 or 4 seed last year. Clemson was a 2 seed when they won. The 1 seed has never won. I read that stat and I'm like, okay, that changes everything for me. Changes what I really want. I was dead on. There's nobody can beat Alabama. Is there? Then I looked up some stats. It's closer than y'all think. Overall for the year, Clemson has averaged 44 points by giving up 12. In conference, in the ACC, they've scored 47 points and gave up 11. Crimson Tide, 47 overall average points per game, giving up 16. In conference, 46 and 8. Alabama is scoring 46.7 points versus the SEC. Clemson is scoring 47.2 versus the ACC. Yards per play, Clemson 7.3, Alabama 7.8. First downs per game, Clemson 24, Alabama 24.8. Overall yardage per game, Clemson 530, Alabama 527. Plays per game, 72.3 for Clemson, 66 for Alabama. Here's where I think the game is going to be won. Passing average yards per game, Alabama's at 325, Clemson 274. Rushing yards per game, Clemson 256, Alabama 202. Plays per game, rushing, clock management. That is the only way that Clemson has a shot at beating Alabama. Control the running game, control the clock. I think every drive they're going to score on. There may be no punts in this game at all. The current line that I seen was Alabama -6, with an over/under of 59.5. The stats are closer than I thought. You know what? I'm doing it. I don't care. Clemson. I'm giving Clemson the 6. Alabama covers it. Taking over on the 59.5. It's going to be a lot like the other two finals games. In 2015-16 when Alabama won 45-40. When the following year when Clemson won 35-31. It's going to be that kind of game. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be clock management. It's going to be Nick Saban. He may break 2 or 3 headsets in this game. But it's going to be a dumb penalty late. It's going to be something that's going to get Alabama or Clemson. The last team with the ball wins. Pretty much. I'm taking Clemson. Covering this, or Alabama covers the 6 over on the 59.5. Next, we have the FCS championship game. We have Eastern Washington Eagles at 12-2 versus the 14-0 North Dakota State Bison. The Bison have been in 7 of the last 8 title games for the FCS. The only title game Eastern Washington's ever been in, they won in 2010. In the playoffs, North Dakota State is 28-2. Eastern Washington is 16-11. The Bison are favored by 2 touchdowns. I have the Bison winning. I have Eastern Washington covering the 2 touchdowns, and I'm taking under on the 60.5. So there's your FBS and your FCS championship games. I believe the FCS is on the 5th, possibly, and the FCS is on the FBS is on the 7th. So definitely make sure we have some good games. Make sure you also on the Rubber Sports Show. We're going to have lots of New Year's Day videos up. New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan, Impact Wrestling previews. We have the NFL Wildcard Weekend preview up. Now, just like when the Super Bowl is over for the NFL, I'm going to have a year-end kind of video. I will be doing the same thing with the NCAA. Once this game is over, sometime that week, I'll have a kind of a year-end, kind of go over the yearly stats, go over the bowl stats, my picks and stuff, and then kind of see where I fell this year over last year. I did a lot more games this year. I did do I think it was 30-some teams. I did a over-under on wins. I'll go over that. So there will be a conclusion video for the NCAA after the title game. Win or lose, Alabama Clemson. Will definitely be an exciting game. Go Tigers. Thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content. Nick Saban goes down.